Welcome back to Train Sim World. Now, it's been a while since I've been around with work and my headset more or less crumbling to pieces. Got a new headset, it's awesome. So, let's dive straight in to Train Sim World's newest edition, Great Western Express. This is it's basically the Train Sim World version of the Great Western Main Line on Train Sim 20 whichever. So we can do a couple of scenarios, services, or tutorials. Don't need tutorials for them. Let's have a look. I don't know which one to go for. Let's try services. So we can pick any one of the 3 available locomotives, just like CSX Heavy Haul. We have in Great Western Railway livery the Class 43. Should pop up in a minute. Yep, there we go. A Class 43 in City 125, there it is. And then we've got the Class 166 DMU as well. Gives you a couple of nice figures there. They do look a lot nicer, I do have to say. I mean, this DLC I was looking forward to because it's more comparable. And then we've got the Class 66 in DB Schenker livery, which isn't normally knocking about England. But tell you what I'll do is I'll jump into Great West, the Class 43. Doesn't matter about that. And then we're gonna go from London, Paddington, and we're gonna go as far as we can, more or less. So yeah, again we've got some more statistics on the right hand side of the screen concerning each locomotive, a little bit of history, and then we've got like some of the usual splash screens you get in the games from Dovetail. Now I was planning on making this video last week, but I did notice a few bugs. I don't know whether they have been fixed. I sure as hell hope so, because one of them was quite a big one, and it's something that I don't think you guys should see, to be honest. But yeah, hopefully they've been fixed. There was a patch earlier this week, and then I was waiting for my new headset to get here. So all we're doing now is waiting for this to load, I guess. But yeah, there's a few things on there. Sands Patch Grade, that's one for CSX Heavy Haul. You can also ride trains. That's part of one of the scenarios you can get in there. But yeah, so whoa. Okay, so here we are in the Class 43. Now, what I will do is I have already recorded a little bit of footage from Train Sim 2017 in this at London. So I'm just going to put that overlay on here in a minute. But yeah, so what we can do with this, I mean, how shiny is that? Albeit, something that does happen with, it's just Unreal Engine 4 anyway. Like you can see there's a little bit of fuzziness with the reflections. That happens anyway. But yeah, look at that, nice and dirty. We can see some stuff in there. Here, the engine ticking over. We can't get in there, unfortunately. I have tried. But yeah, we can run. We can't jump. We can crouch. And then we can actually just walk up down. Oh, not the window, the door. But yeah, so we can automatic doors. I mean, these are very nice chairs, to be honest. Look at that. I mean, these are standard class as well. I don't even know what first class is. Okay, a little bit. Can I not open the door? Am I stuck in here now? I got the door. We're out. But yeah, so this is London Paddington. I mean, I think we can walk under here. Yeah. We can't fly fly in here in the free cam, so I'm just going to do a quick run around. Can I press button? No. I wanted to push the button. But yeah, we seem to be the only service in here right now. Let's we can oh no, there's some 166s around there. Yeah, so we've got people. The people do look, they look a lot better. But yeah, I mean, okay, so my train just left. What? What? Someone's just hijacked my fucking train. What? Didn't actually know that could happen, but yeah, as we go through... Oh, we can't... Okay, so we can't go through the barriers. Okay, so it would have been nice for those to even just be a little bit animated while they're standing about. As well for the things in the back. Oh, we've got a lot of ticket machines. The barriers do look nice, though. Look at that. Very nice. We've got platform numbers, we've got trains there. More platform stuff. More platform stuff. Can I just take one of these? I don't want to start running towards it and then it just stop. Can I open the door? Ah, aha, I'm in. $5.39. I gotta wait here for 10 minutes. No, I'm not doing that. Funnily, although I can just do this. In all honesty, I can literally just run across the tracks like an idiot. Do you leave? Nope. So that's why they haven't left yet. Okay. Let's run back across here. Yeah, you do have to press E. You can't just jump up. It's a bit of a shame. I would have preferred to jump up. You can look at... Oh, this is nice. You can read all of the things. I mean, I know it's a stupid thing to just want to read those, but it's kind of cool. I can sit in the seats from here. They might need to fix that, to be honest. Right. Can I get in here? Oh, right, I get it. So yeah, I mean, this is... London Paddington's actually quite... I wonder how far I can... I've checked to see if any trains come in. This is the dumbest thing to do in the world. But this... I mean, this is so cool. I mean, we've got the AWS as well. They've redone that. Hang on. Oh my god, there's a dog. I think there's a dog barking in the game, and I genuinely thought that it was something outside my house. Oh Jesus! Oh, you see, yeah, you'll get these little steps, and then you just E-clamp the step, and you're there. But yeah, so we are going to take the high-speed train. I am going to restart just so we can get going. Save you guys some time. But yeah, I mean, compared to Train Sim, I probably like it a little bit more. There we go. So, we've got to turn unlocked. Put it in neutral. I think the engine's already running. Yeah. So engine's already running. Let's put the lights on there. Put them onto day headlamp and markers, and it pops up down there, which is quite nice. You can't use any of the radio buttons. It's a bit of a shame. But we have got a lot more buttons we can play with in here. Trains play. Let's not touch that one. Headlight flash, and then a parking brake. Engine stop, starts, axles, gauge dimmer, brake tests, the reverser. Let's put that in forward. Got the AWS reset, which is nice. It's there on the screen. We go into number 2 view. We get this. You can zoom in just like the other one, which is pretty cool. We've then got. Is this the? Yeah, this is the free camera that hovers around the train itself. I'll tell you what, we'll get going. Let's release the brakes. And you'll see the pressure gauge go there, which is nice. So, brakes are starting to come off. We should start moving any minute. And there we go. There's no button for the low horn, you have to do that. Yeah. And sometimes that doesn't work. I'll see if I can get it working later. But yeah, so if we do that, we've got 3, so we can basically just have a look at the nitty gritty of this. We've got I didn't actually notice that we have a fan in there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean the detail just on the top of here it's amazing. I mean, even on the signal gantries, look. Oh, that's the one that came in before. After this one was stolen. So yeah, we've got it in miles an hour, and we've got like the throttle positions. We've got whoops. Yeah. So if you press 3 again, we get the back. So we can have a look at the textures on. Look at the LEDs. Do look quite nice. We've got the horn in there as well. Let's just look at the suspension there, working very, very nicely. Little bit odd with the wheels, but mine. But we could try and open the doors from here. That's pretty cool. That's fire thing. But yeah. So overall, they do look really nice. Let's have a look at the connections. We've got the knuckles there. They're bouncing, which is that's quite nice. And we've got the hoses as well. Again, the hoses they do freak out a little bit. Yeah. Then we press 8 and we go to the free cam, which is very, very nice. And we also have like the signal warnings now for what color they are, which I mean, with me, I do have color blindness, so that it helps. It does help a lot. Here we go. 50 miles an hour, shooting through. It changes to red, but yeah, I do have color blindness, so the signal's there. It does help a lot. I mean, I know you're not gonna get that in the real world, but hey, what you gonna do? So yeah, we're gonna. I mean, yeah, we are gonna speed. Scenario doesn't end, thankfully. It's quite nice. But yeah. Nope. Okay. But yeah, I mean, so if we do that, oh yeah, I forgot about this map. That's pretty cool. So here we are. I think. Oh no, there I am. Okay, so that was that's okay. Yes, I get it. And then it does ruin it a little bit if you want to do like flybys, and you just have to go and actually pass it. It's not as fast as Train Sim, and you can't go as high, but you know, it's I would say beggars can't be choosers, but I mean this is nice as it is. So let's max the throttle. Let's bury that. But yeah, I mean it's running so smoothly now. It's brilliant. I mean I do really like this piece of DLC. I will be honest. I mean, yeah, I'm more of a fan of British I am more of a fan of British trains, I can't deny. This is because I'm around them a lot more, because I live in England. Every time I go to a train station, I will see something like this, or it's like the my region's equivalent, because I do live in the north of England. It's like not as in like Scotland or York or Newcastle north, but I live further north than Birmingham, so I've got, I mean, I've probably mentioned before, my local national station is Manchester Piccadilly, so if I go there, it's like I've got the Trans-Pennine Express, so I've got 165s, 185s, a few Pendolinos actually, and 221s, which is it's quite nice, quite a nice mix. Got the 142 Pacer as well, can't forget that old darling of a DMU. But yeah, so as we fly through a station, sounds are really good, by the way. There we go. Yeah, that's the low one. But yeah, so what else can we play with? We can't play with that much. I mean, DSD, isolate. Some of these I don't know what they do, so I will leave them. We have got a blind, though. Can I do anything with the sun blind? Sun visor? No. I found it. I found it once. But yeah, oh, there it is. So yeah, you could do that and basically just cover up the screen. Which is something that helps a lot in, especially in Unreal Engine 4, where you get a lot of lens flare. That's just like the, well, it does depend whether the devs have put it on. But yeah, I mean, seeing it in Great Western, look at it bounce though. Look at it bounce at speed, that's brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic, that, isn't it? Just shows you how much it's, I mean, they probably do shake about this much when they're at speed, which is quite, yeah, it's quite a thing. You can stand up, by the way. You can't open the door. I think I did try that once. But yeah, we have engine room light. We can turn that on. We can't go in, mind you, but you know. I thought there was more switches around here, but yeah, we could crouch down, have a look, see where we're going. Because we're basically running on, this is basically autopilot right now. Nothing else to do. We got a 166 shooting by. That's, I do like this. And we got another one absolutely tearing it the other way. Jesus. But yeah, I mean, it's very nice. You can still access the Steam overlay in this, I believe. Yeah. Because I know with the, think with the beta you couldn't. Can't remember if I did it when I had a look at CSX though. But yeah, I mean, how fantastic does that look? Just shooting across the British landscape. But yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about that bug that I found. And it's quite funny. I thought of a little gag for it. It's the bug was that some of the track would actually disappear for no reason. It'd just stop, and the train carry on. The train would just float. So it's like the physics for the tracks are still there, but the actual physical model wasn't rendering. Which I mean, I find that absolutely amazing, hilarious. But yeah, it's something weird, and it reminded me of a couple of years ago. I can't remember which one specifically. I think it's 2015 when Dovetail did the Halloween thing for the Great Western Main Line, and the train started floating and started flying through the sky. Now I know what that was, but I mean it was still a little bit funny. Yeah. Station zone numbers for the National Radio Network, which is that one. No, that one of them. It's one of them. Yeah, I don't know as much about actual trains as I probably let on, which is quite funny. You can press that request to pass signal at danger. Or in, if you ever played any train sim game before this one, it was SPAD. Literally, that's what it'd call. That's what it'd be called. And then we've got the option to unlock the left and the right doors. That's basically the equivalent of pressing T in Train Sim. But you do actually have to lock them before you set off. So it's a little extra thing to think about. But yeah, I mean, with something like this, it's not the oh, I'm actually speeding now. That's see, different game, still speeding, nothing changes. But yeah, I mean, it's just absolutely flying. Look at that. That does look fantastic. It's absolutely killing it. I'm going to see if I can head to the next station. You see, now, this is the issue. It's like trying to get forward a little bit more. Trying to get ahead of the train is harder. Because by the time you've pressed 8, it's already gone. Especially if you're doing 125 mile an hour. I mean, if I go underneath, you can see I'm probably doing what, about 130 realistically. One thing that does annoy me about the cameras though is you have to avoid everything, and you do get those little bugs like that where they just see, the train's already caught up to me and already shot through. Yeah, the noises for it though are absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, I don't think there's any more views we can go to. Ah, external, rear boom, internal, second. Oh, we could just sit in the second one seat. Okay, that's nice. Let's put it back up to notch 5. But yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, it was always going to be an overall improvement over Train Sim. You can compare the two. I mean, they are running two completely different engines. I mean, they've done a. I mean, there are bugs, and maybe I would say probably maybe the price might be a little steep at the minute. At the time of recording, it is 40% off, so it's about £15. I picked it up for about a tenner. And this was off Steam. It was part of like the complete my collection thing, and the launch discount anyway. So that was it was a little bit cheeky, but I paid a tenner for it. I can't complain, to be honest. Well, I could, but I mean, 15 quid. I'd pay £24.99 that it is full price on Steam. I don't know. I mean, it does work off certain fundamentals of CSX Heavy Haul, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, they've had to put in the AWS as well, because I don't think the American Freight has these. We've got a cab light as well, which is at the back. It took me ages to find that, because the light kept shining up there, so I was like, where the hell is it? It's that one there. We've got a box there. Engine lights, don't need that. I want to go in there, but they won't let me. But yeah, so we're supposed to get there in about 10 minutes. And we're actually, you know what, I'm actually going to go all the way to Reading. I do actually quite like Reading now. Reading's like you got Paddington, Reading, and I think Oxford's the last one. But yeah, one thing I like about when you're speeding in this, it doesn't start flashing at you saying, hey, you're speeding, because that takes an age to go off. I mean, even for wheel slip as well, it is a pain. But in this one, it just basically turns yellow. It's like, hey, you're speeding a little bit. And then when I think I've done about 150 in one of these, it then goes to red, and it's like, hey, you're going way too fast. Slow down, pal. Which is nice. I mean, you still get the thing in the, probably the middle of the right-hand side of the screen, telling you what it is. You can use that as well. I don't know if Rail Driver works with this. I don't actually know. That is something that I will look up. I don't think so at the minute. Yeah, just hearing it power up again is quite nice. So we're 13 miles out, and we've got 12 minutes, and we're doing 120 mile an hour. Yeah, we're okay. The thing is, one thing I've noticed about this is it will deduct points if you're early. I mean, even if you're going at the speed limit, if you're early, it will deduct points, and it will say that you failed to arrive on time. I don't know why that is. I did experience that in the last time I played this a couple of days ago. No, last week. I don't know. I basically do 4 days at work, four 10-hour shifts, and then I come, and then when I'm off I just play games. So I genuinely lose track of what I'm doing. But yeah, there's another scenario I do want to show you. I'll do that in another video though, and just focus on that scenario alone. Because it does highlight, it highlights a couple more features you get in this, which is pretty cool. And that's with the Class 66. Some people who have got this probably already know what I'm on about. Or you might not. Who knows? But I haven't done a proper freight pull in this yet. So I haven't had a good chance to look at the like all the goods wagons and things like that. I'm 9 miles away. There is a 50 mile an hour speed limit. Or is it 40? One somewhere. It's coming up fairly soon. So I'm not sure. But we will have a look-see, won't we? Yeah, I haven't overrun at a station yet, as of yet, in this. I'm not saying that it won't happen. It probably will, because you know, I get way too distracted. Here we can have a look at the have a look inside there. There's a nice little panel on there for the engine room. There's a bit of space back there, isn't there? So yeah, we've got that. Have it flashing. But yeah, I mean, overall, I do like this. I mean, I'm definitely going to play a lot more of this now. Just with the inclusion of UK stock, because that's more the stuff that I personally like. In terms of American, it's more just American steam locomotives, more than anything really. But yeah, I'd love to see the big boy in this. Holy crap. The Union Pacific big boy, yes. And the Challenger, actually. That'd be cool. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's the next step for them. Because they've done, I mean, electric locomotives aren't as... I'd probably say they won't be as difficult to do in this game. I mean, you have got the... with this, they've set up, like, the diesel engine, how much horsepower it produces, how much torque it gives to each wheel. With the electrics, it's basically an electric motor. It's like, this is what it takes, this is what it puts out, go. I mean, there probably is a little bit more to it than that. Probably a lot more to it, mind you. But yeah, so... yeah, probably the next step is steam locomotives, which I will be honest, cannot wait for. There we go. I think I have to do the low one first. I think. But yeah, I mean, just the level of detail on these now, it makes me so happy. I mean, some of the hoses do freak out sometimes. I still experience that with the CSX locos. Every now and again. Yeah, I think on the 166s as well, you get the information display, like telling you what thing it is. Yeah, there's our first speed reduction. But yeah, you can see now that it's changed to red because I'm going too much over the speed limit. I don't think it's going to do that. So if I go on initial... Oh, we got a freight. Got a freight shooting by there. That's nice. We can hear the brakes. If I go on to number 2... I'm not sure which gauge I should be looking at, to be honest. If I put it back to initial... I don't know which one to be looking at there. I'm more concerned about the speed limit that's coming up in half a mile, and I'm still 10 miles over. But yeah, so as we approach Reading, we're about 5 minutes ahead. Being a mile away, we only just made that speed limit, which is quite nice. Reset both of them. I think that means I have to stop at the next one, so I will do that. I also have to slow down to 60 miles an hour, so sometimes the AWS will go off because of a speed warning. And I'm just trying to concentrate a little bit now on just getting into the station properly. Release the brakes a little bit. Yes, we got a yellow and a directional coming into Reading now, which, yeah, we're about 5 minutes early. We probably will get deducted points for that. So just watching it deviate. The animations for the bogey movements are quite nice as well. So let's put that on running. Because we've got 5 minutes. We could basically just take as long as we need to get in here, safely and properly. But yeah, if you ever come to a red signal, you can request pass signal of danger. Depending on what signal it is, they'll probably tell you no, especially if it's a red one. But yeah, we have some. We've actually got I believe they've got licensing from WH Smith, because they are on the station. They are on some stations. There we go. We have WH Smith. So there you go. If you want a manual on how to drive trains in this, there you go. Just gotta wait for the. Oh, look at that! Absolutely perfect. Objective complete. There we go. Unlock the doors. So we need to unlock the ones on the right. So we do that. All the doors will open. I can stand up, open the door, and immediately fall off the platform. But no. There we go. That is the Great Western Main Line. No, Great Western Express, sorry. Bit of DLC for Train Sim World, which is quite nice. We're going to get a relief. Got a way out, Reading, WH Smith. So, yeah, we can do that. And I mean, I do want to do a few more scenarios as videos for you guys. So if you do want to see more of these, then please let me know in the comments. If you're new to my channel, then feel free to have a look at my other content as well. And if you like a lot of it, then hey, maybe hit that little red button. But yeah, the reflections are a little bit odd. You get that in you do get that in Train Sim, Unreal. Sorry. So sitting here, lock the right, and that should be us done. Completed a service. There we go. Oh, okay, so we're a couple minutes early, so that's not too bad. We do level up. I don't know what that gets us. But yeah, so I will leave it at that. Thank you guys very much for watching. Like I said, if you do want to see more Train Sim World videos on Great Western Express, I will happily do them. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? But yeah, so that's it for now, and I shall see you next time.